Hi, welcome. It's Meredith. I'm here with our message for Thursday, August 22nd, 2019. We're using Sawyer's Path again today for our message. And our card from the bottom of the deck is the Sun. Oh, how sweet. We've got fusion. We might even have some combustion. But we also have brilliant clarity, happiest card in tarot. And that's joy, bliss, love, connection, communication, happiness, laughter, joy. I think I said joy. It's all there with the Sun. Let's see what it's shining on here in the reading. We have the Hanged Man, who made an appearance last week, seeking inner enlightenment, looking to our own inner wisdom. I love in Sawyer's Path that he looks like he's hanging here in a bit of a portal. So he's in the in-between with enlightenment. So something's not fully sorted, and he's taking a break, and he's going to hang there until he gets it right in his own mind. And I do feel that we are in that position today, and it's all lit by the Sun, so it's a joyful process. It's not something that we're in angst over. And we may be feeling it, right in our center and in our heart space. But we're comfortable, we're okay. We had the Three of Swords yesterday, and this is something, the Three of Swords is something that comes up and takes another pass, we'll say in a wave of healing energy. We have an opportunity to revisit something that was quite painful, challenging, and it's come round again. It has some energetic residue that needs reconciling. And I feel that's what's happening here with the Hanged Man. He's wisely taken a pause, and he's not taking another step forward until he sorts it. But again, you have joy and bliss and happiness to assist in that process. Oh yeah, because look at that. We've taken the Three of Swords in this position yesterday and moved it along to the Nine of Swords today. This is an angst type of card. This is a mental process, and solely a mental process that we've tortured ourselves with, stayed awake with in the night for many nights in our past, and apparently it may have drifted a bit into our now. So whatever is unresolved, unreconciled, that's being in consideration here and enlightenment with the Hanged Man and the Sun, it's going to get a good dose of love, joy, and happiness, which is perfect. It's the perfect way to settle, to settle the energy. So the individual on this card, she's awake in the night. She cannot see a solution. She's got her hands over her eyes. You see the moon, the moon and the stars and the clouds here in the card as well. And this is where the answer lies for her. But she's not looking at that. You also have the sword, right through the head, right through the crown, the mental process. So this is, if you connect the Three of Swords to this, and you connect the Three of Swords to the event when that unfolded, this would be our mental process completely shredding us in that moment. So something of that energy is revisiting. Perhaps there's been connection with a person or a circumstance of the past that's brought something up, and it's really fresh, and we're surprised a bit, and it's kept us awake. What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? So the reminder here is how is not our job. That's the job of the universe. Our job is what? To focus on what? And here we have the Sun, which embodies all the things we desire to focus on: happiness, joy, connection, communication, love. This is where the answer lies. And the how belongs to the universe. The how sorts the details. So the enlightenment is to stay connected to your heart. If you are revisiting a prior experience from that Three of Swords yesterday, or if you are seeing that shades of the past are drifting into the now and require your attention, The mental process is not the only place to focus. Take note of the Hanged Man. Go inward. Go to your enlightenment, to your wisdom, your experience, and bring all that to bear on the now. Because, well, we have the moon. All right, so some of the unknown becoming known. What happens in the Nine of Swords is we get into a mental process that feels like a trap, and we'll run the hamster wheel for a while until we recognize we're doing it and get off of that track. Then we get into harmony, and harmony here is the sun and the moon together. The sun brings the brilliant clarity, and the moon will bring brilliant intuition, but you have to get out of your head for that to happen. I was speaking with a dear friend yesterday, and we pulled the moon card in a reading for her, and she was wondering, what's up with the crayfish? What's the meaning of that? And there's an energy of grasping in the crayfish. You've got the little claws there. There's grasping at the unfamiliar, trying to make sense of something, Nine of Swords, that you can't necessarily make sense of. So there is the unknown becoming known, the intuitive process, the epiphany, the aha, which happens in brilliant clarity and spontaneity. And synchronicity as well, when we look to our inner enlightenment, wisdom, and experience. So you cannot solve the problem in the energy in which it was created. If you're being revisited, or you have something in the oncoming that requires your attention that may be connected to an energy that is old and familiar, where you've gone into a mental process, allowed the ego to have its way, now is the opportunity for that to see the light of day again, but not through the angst of the Nine of Swords, through the enlightenment, wisdom, and experience, and the intuition. So this is where we bring it. If you find yourself here in a Nine of Swords, this is the take a breath, get up out of bed, open your eyes, trust the universe has the how, and you stay focused on the what. And the what is the outcome. Whatever outcome you're desiring, likely love and happiness, wholeness, bring it there in yourself, and the universe will provide the brilliant clarity you're seeking, the enlightenment you're seeking. You will discover it spontaneously in yourself. Leave some comments on this one. 2 days in a row of a very similar message that seems, quite serious to us. We're working on something that is strong in our foundation and requires reconciliation so that we can move forward in these beautiful, harmonious, and enlightened energies. When you put all three of these cards together, you're tipping the scales in your own favor by getting out of your head. All right, let's do angel answers. Ask a question if you've got one. I actually have one today. All right. Or let these cards be confirmation to something else, related or not. Our first card is, you're ready. Yeah. Which is why the Three of Swords of yesterday showed up, the Nine of Swords today, because you're ready for the reconciliation that's required in the situation. You're going to put something to rest for good, for once and for all, most likely. You might see shades of it again at some future date and time. However, the foundation that you're on now is so super strong, and the joy and the happiness that you are channeling into your foundation in the now moment and for your oncoming is so profound that if this rolls through again, you'll have the answers, you'll know the steps, you'll know the action to take. And then you have success, emphatic success. I like that. I really like it. Take a breath. Just take a breath and trust yourself. See the outcome. Visualize the outcome, the love, the happiness, the joy, everything in the sun. Trust your intuition and your experience. Lean into it. Open up your wings and fly. Alright, next card. Look at this. Here's our frequent flyer in the deck. No need to worry. It continues to show up. And you know that belongs right there with that Nine of Swords. Worry never solved a single problem, ever. Love, though, on the other hand. That's where all the answers are. Alright. Last card for us today, our affirmation from the universe has your back, is my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Alright everyone, there it is. Have a beautiful Thursday. Please like, share, subscribe here on the channel. Leave a comment if it's in your heart to do so. And I really do send you joy, love, happiness, blessings, all the good things of the sun. Peace.